Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji, for giving her opportunity. Please now take over, Mataji.
Thank you.
Mataji, your voice.
I start my voice.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Mataji.
Mataji, I want to say you something. Today I start with volume and I finished it today.
Which one?
The blueprints, Mataji. She finished the volume and she's so happy that she read whole book today.
Oh, you finished the whole volume?
Yeah, she finished it, Mataji.
Oh,
The whole what?
God. That's very nice.
The whole what?
There is a book, right? Krishna book. There is a Krishna, the blueprints. There is a volume in that also. There is 4 volumes. So she read today 1 volume. So she is so happy that she could finish the whole book today itself.
Very nice, Vrinda. You finish off reading, I'll give you one treat, okay?
Hey, you have to give me one advice in the
Ah, okay, okay. Dini Krishna is also reading Ramayana. He's saying he read 110 chapters. Okay, happy?
Good job, Dina Krishna. My mom has given you whatever you wanted. A treat. A
Yes,
gift and a treat and a Bhagavad Gita book.
Vrinda,
Yes.
this book.
Good job, Dina Krishna. You both are encouraging each other. Very nice.
Yeah, Dina Krishna and Vrinda are good buddies, friends.
Yes, she finished this book. She's showing.
I have one more.
Okay, we'll start meanwhile, okay? Okay, good to see you, Kavya. Mukund.
This is Mukund.
Hare Krishna, Mukund, Kavya, Advait, Kushi, Pranav, Tulsi, Manjari, Ramachandra. Very nice. It will be nice if you can come on videos. If you can't, that's okay. But if you can, please come on the video. I love to see all of you.
Can I have your phone?
No, I can't get this volume is coming from it. Okay, I'll share my screen and we will start. So what's the chapter that we are seeing?
I think it's 12th chapter.
What's the title?
12th chapter.
Birth of Pariksith Maharaj.
Ah, birth of Emperor Parikshit. Correct. Mataji, Vinita Gandharvika, Mataji. I think you have to give host to the other. I joined from 2 devices.
Yeah. Sorry, Mataji. Today I forgot to give the other one.
Okay, no, don't say sorry.
It's okay. I spotlighted the correct one. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, we will start. Okay, we will meanwhile do a brief summary. I know yesterday you only read the verses, right? So
Yes,
we will just do a little summary of the chapter till now because there was gap yesterday. So as you all said, we are seeing Canto 1, Chapter 12, Birth of Emperor Parikshit. I always do this, I'll make my slides and towards the end, I will try to give a design and I forget that the colors change. Okay. So actually this chapter from 1 to 3 verses, they are talking about the qualities of Yudhishthir Maharaj. Prabhupada mentions in the purport also very clearly the qualities, translations and purport. They talk about Yudhishthir Maharaj's qualities. They said that his administration is very generous. He was acting like a father to everybody. He's free of desires of sense gratification, and he does continuous service to the lotus feet of Krishna, and he will try to please his citizens. This is what text 1, 2, and 3 are saying about the qualities of Yudhishthir Maharaj. So this whole entire chapter 12 deals with these 5 things. One is qualities of Yudhishthir Maharaj, then vision of the Lord, like Parikshit Maharaj had the vision of the Lord in the womb. So how, give me a minute. No, Jagannath, can you share?
Mataji, what is qualities of KC leader?
Krishna conscious leader.
Oh.
Okay, then they will mention about the ceremonies, what they performed during Parikshit Maharaj's birth. And then they will mention Parikshit Maharaj's qualities. The Brahmanas will predict what kind of qualities is Parikshit Maharaj going to acquire. And then Parikshit, how is he growing? And Yudhishthir Maharaj is performing the sacrifice. So these 5 topics are discussed in the entire chapter 12. So the first chapters like 1 to 9 deals with mostly the qualities of Krishna consciousness leader like Yudhishthir Maharaj. And it's also started to talk about the vision of Parikshit Maharaj in the womb of Mother Uttara. So from ninth verse actually clearly says about the size of Vishnu, what Parikshit Maharaj has seen. So we will see all those details. Okay. So as I said, from 1 to 3, I have just put all the 3. And also before in this chapter, what happens is in the beginning, the sages are asking questions. Till now, they didn't ask about Parikshit Maharaj. There was a little bit gap. So the sages are asking the questions now in the 12th chapter about who? Advait, can you read the first one?
Okay, Mataji. The sage Saunaka said, the womb of Uttara, mother of Parikshit Maharaj, was spoiled by the dreadful and invincible Brahmastra weapon released by Ashwatthama. But Maharaj Parikshit was saved by the Supreme Lord. How was the great Emperor Parikshit, who was a highly intelligent and great devotee, born in that womb? How did his death take place?
Advait, just only one. You read only the first.
Okay.
Okay. Ramchandra, read the second one.
Sure, Mataji. How was the great Emperor Parikshit, who was a highly intelligent and a great devotee, born in that womb? How did his death take place, and what did he achieve after his death?
Thank you. Dina Krishna, can you read the third one? We all
respectful want to hear about him. Maharaj Pariksith, the Sukadeva Goswami, and Archit transcendental knowledge. Please speak on these matters.
Yeah, so these sages were asking these 3 questions to talk about Parikshit Maharaj. And so if we see the greatness of Parikshit Maharaj is if we'll just go to 10th canto. Even in 10th canto, this is, we don't have to read the shlokas, but just I pasted for reference. So in 10th canto, Parikshit Maharaj is actually Parikshit Maharaj is actually mentioning about this shows how much he remembers Krishna. See, many times in the womb we have heard that all the souls are praying like, Krishna, please bring me out, if I come out, because it's a lot of suffering in the mother's womb. The bugs are biting, you're in the upside down position, all of us, right? So the soul is praying, but once we come out, forget. The Parikshit Maharaj's greatness is he didn't forget, he remembered a lot. So these 3 verses actually he mentions in 10th canto about he's saying he's mentioning about all the if you want you can read, but it's not needed. I just kept for reference. So he says Kaurav Sena is like a vast ocean, but how could Pandavas just win? They're only 5. So then Parikshit Maharaj only mentions that by the mercy of the Lord, the whole thing became just like a footprint of the calf. And he also says that, and he also says that actually he mentions that his body was almost burnt. In some books, actually, I was hearing a lecture, and then Radheshyam Prabhuji was saying that somewhere it is mentioned that actually his body is lost, and Krishna gives him a new body. it's not mentioned here, but Prabhuji said it's mentioned somewhere else. So in this verse, in this particular verse of 10th canto, in the purport and in the translation, it's mentioned that Parikshit Maharaj is saying, my body is almost burnt. And that was the time when Krishna entered with his chakra and he saved me in my mother's womb. So he wants to know about that Krishna. He's asking to Sukadeva Goswami is mentioning this and is asking, I want to know about that Krishna. So the thing is, he didn't forget Krishna. He got the association of Krishna from the womb itself, and he didn't forget till the last. So if you can see the example, there was somebody in the history who forgot Lord after being protected in health. Who is that? You can think of an example. I gave it on the slide also.
Wait, Mataji, what?
Yeah, Sugriva had lot of help, right? Lord Ram helped him a lot.
Okay.
What happened? He forgot his promise, he forgot his mission, and he got so engrossed in enjoying his kingdom, and he was so attached to his wife. So he forgot. That example we can consider. But Parikshit Maharaj didn't forget. And in the eighth verse, it is saying about, who can read this? Kavya, you want to read this?
This, that one, Mataji?
Yeah, those 3 lines.
Okay. The Lord was only thumb high, but he was all transcendental. He had a very beautiful blackish infallible body, and he wore a dress of lightning yellow and a helmet of blazing gold. Thus he was seen by the child.
Thank you. Who wants to say the shloka? Parikshit Maharaj is meditating on the form. So see, okay, for this we'll say 1 point. So now what are they saying? The Lord is the size of what? What is the size of the Lord? When
The thumb size.
yeah, just isn't it so interesting and surprising that the Lord can take a huge, gigantic form, and at the same time, he can take a small, tiny, do you believe it? If I say, do you believe? When we are reading, do you believe? Agree?
Yeah,
Krishna
kind of.
he can come in any form. He came from the nostrils of Brahma, right? When he came as Varahadev, right? So
Yeah,
he came as Narsimhadev, so we know a lot of examples. He came as Vamana, as a dwarf. So Krishna can come as anybody, anything, anywhere. So now he just came as the size of a thumb. But why did he come as the size of a thumb? Because he has been so merciful to Parikshit Maharaj. Because Parikshit Maharaj was just a tiny, tiny baby. He thought if he comes in the size of the thumb, it is more convenient and comfortable for Parikshit Maharaj to see and to understand and to relate, because he was a tiny baby in the womb. So that is one reason he has come in the form of a thumb. So then Parikshit Maharaj is describing the beauty of, he's meditating on that form. He's saying, see, many times when Krishna is mentioned, when Krishna is described, be it Kapiladev or many places, wherever Krishna is described, what dhoti is Krishna wearing? They say
Yellow dhoti.
What orange? No, yellow. What complexion is Krishna in?
Blue.
Bluish black.
Yeah, blackish blue, right?
Cloud.
So always we hear the same. His form means we think of these things, right? So now Parikshit Maharaj is meditating on this form in the womb. He's just meditating on Krishna. I want somebody to say the shloka. Mukund?
Yes, Mataji.
The one I'm showing on this.
Jnanayam prahesitam bhuladrashta bhasharunayet tanu dvijakunda pankti dhyayet svadeha guhare vishish tasya vishnar bhaktyadhrayarpitamanana prithabhidrekst. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Tulsi Manjari, can you read the translation?
Yes, Mataji. With devotion steeped in love and affection, the yogi should meditate within the core of his heart upon the laughter of Lord Vishnu. The laughter of Vishnu is so captivating that it can be easily meditated upon. When the Supreme Lord is laughing, one can see his small teeth, which resemble jasmine buds, rendered rosy by the splendor of his lips. Once devoting his mind to this, the yogi should no longer desire to see anything else. Thank you.
No. Thank you. So this is in the 3rd chapter. They're saying about, they're mentioning about Vishnu, right? So just to paste it, attach this just to see, just to make, no. So just I pasted this sloka also because they have described how to meditate on the Lord and Lord's form. Okay, so after this, now Parikshit Maharaj is thinking, who is this? And then now he was observing and meditating the Lord, and now Lord disappeared. So next, what happens? Okay, next this is say. Okay, so now Dina Krishna. So now we will see the next important thing is 12, 13 shlokas where they are mentioning the Brahmanas are now Parikshit Maharaj is born. Then they will do, whenever somebody is born, maybe your parents would have done for you also. They will check, they'll do a samskara. They will check from the Brahmanas and the astrologers, to give some predictions. So then the Brahmanas, when they came, they saw and they said, Maharaj Parikshit is favored by all the signs. If you know that, if you remember, when Duryodhana is born, there were all very bad signs. Like the foxes were howling, then there was pitch dark, lot of storms. So it's a very auspicious sign when Duryodhana was born. But here the Brahmana said Parikshit Maharaj birth was favored by all signs. You can go and do Bhagavad. Then after that, the Brahmana said that then Yudhishthir Maharaj arranged for a purificatory process. That means there are some samskaras. You can check with your parents when you are born. They will do some samskaras called jatak. What is that? Jatak. I forgot the name, but I did for my kids too. I forgot. It's some No. So it starts with J. I forgot the name. So they'll do a lot of samskaras so that it benefits the baby. It benefits the baby. All the if there is any inauspiciousness, it is removed. So these samskaras are done by the Brahmanas. So there are like Vaidiki Brahmanas and Pancharatiki Brahmanas. Vaidiki is a born Brahmanas, but these days Prabhupada mentions in the purport, we don't get those kind of pure Brahmanas. Like olden days, the Brahmanas were very pure that they say something, it will happen. But now we don't get those kind of pure Brahmanas. But now in this Kali Yuga, what happened was by your qualification, you need not be born in a Brahmana family. Like if you see Prabhupada's disciples, they're all Americans. But Prabhupada gave them the qualification because they all had that good qualities that Prabhupada gave them Brahman initiation and made them Brahmanas. So this is one important point Prabhupada mentions in the purport, that in this age of Kali Yuga, just by your qualification, you can still be allowed to become a Brahmana. You need not be born in a Brahmana family. So the samskaras, when you're doing samskaras, what will happen? Lot of devotees will come, lot of guests will come. We will give prasadam. So they will eat prasadam, they will get prasadam, the benefit, and the baby who is born will get all the blessings. So our ancient culture is so beautiful. If you think about, like, everything is a festival since the baby is born. When the baby is born, there is one samskara. Then they'll do this cradle ceremony. Then they will do namakaran. Then they will do grain ceremony. Then they will do, I forgot, many ceremonies. So it depends from state to state. Even in India, it varies. But there are so many things that we do. Everything is a celebration. Okay. So then Yudhishthir Maharaj distributed a lot of charity to the Brahmanas. It's mentioned in the 14th shloka. Then the Brahmanas said, definitely, here Parikshit Maharaj is in the line of the Pandavas. So he said that he is in the line of the Pandavas. He's going to bring a lot of name and fame. And they also said he is a spotless child and is protected by the Lord. Why Krishna protected Parikshit Maharaj? Who can say? Who can say why Parikshit Maharaj is protected? Yes, Kavya.
Maybe because Parikshit Maharaj is going to be in the Pandavas.
Maybe Parikshit Maharaj is going to be in the Pandavas. Suraj, why do you think Krishna protected Parikshit Maharaj?
Because Parikshit, the Maharaj is like, he's about to like die, and he's like his devotee's grandson.
He's his devotee's grandson. Okay.
And he's about to die.
He was not about to die that time.
He was. Can Advait say?
Advait, just give. Let's give chance to others also. Yes, yes. Mukund, I'm just seeing. Pranav,
Mataji, what's even the question?
I said, why did Krishna say Parikshit Maharaj?
Can I say, Mataji? This is Prahalad.
Prahalad, I'll come to you. Pranav, then Prahalad. Okay? Pranav, go ahead.
Krishna saved Prahlad Maharaj because Krishna knew that Prahlad Maharaj will be an important person in Krishna consciousness and will spread Krishna consciousness.
It's Parikshit Maharaj.
My mama.
Okay, thank you, Pranav. Prahalad?
Okay, can I see my own answer? He saved Parikshit because Parikshit was a devotee and Parikshit would be a good king. So he didn't want to like risk having a devotee of him and losing it. So he saved him.
Very nice. Perfect. Yeah, what Prahlad said is the answer I was looking for. Because he's a devotee of the Lord. And second thing is... Okay, say. Okay, you can say the next question, okay? And the second one is Krishna didn't want any impious or bad kings to rule the universe. He wanted good kings to rule the universe. He wanted to establish good kings to rule the universe. That was the reason he saved Parikshit Maharaj, because Krishna knows he's definitely going to be a great devotee. So that's also mentioned by the Brahmanas. And they also said the child will be famous as Vishnirata and first class devotee. So that's mentioned here. Can you read the shloka? Who wants to read? Karthik, you didn't get a chance.
Mataji, can I read?
Who is that?
It's Danvin.
Danvin, go ahead.
Tata sarva guno darke sanuloke ka grahodaye jana vamsa dara pandur buya pandur Ivo jasa.
Okay, good job. So here Prabhupada mentions in 17th chapter about first class devotee, Uttamadhikari, Madhyamadhikari. So the first class devotee, he always understands that everything is coming from Krishna. One time Prabhupada, somebody asked, Swamiji, is Krishna light? Then Prabhupada says, yes, Krishna is more than, like he's much more than light. Just that light, you're thinking only about light, but Krishna is beyond that. And he says Krishna is everything. Krishna, like we have deities at home. Many will ask, is Krishna really there in that? They'll just think it's a stone or brass. They feel we are fanatics when we believe, when we say that Krishna is really there, but Krishna can come in any form, stone, air, this phone, everything is Krishna in this world. So that's what the understanding of the first class devotees. Okay. So next, now from 18th onwards, the Brahmanas, this is very interesting that they mention the qualities of Parikshit Maharaj. What kind of qualities he's going to acquire is what they are going to say. So let's ask, who wants to read? What a chance. Ojasvi, read the 18th one.
Okay, Mataji. Okay. The good King Yudhishthira inquired,
O great souls, will he become as saintly as a king, as pious in his very name, and as famous and glorified in his achievements as others who appeared in this great royal family? Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Yudhishthir Maharaj asked this question. And then 19th, see, there are more. I will give chance to all of you to read, okay? But in 19th, they're saying that he will true to his, like he'll be very true to his promise, and he will be like Lord Rama. He'll be like so great like Lord Ram. He'll be very true to his promise like Lord Ram. So in 19th verse, they're mentioning he's going to be like Lord Ram. And in 20th verse, they will say that, who will read? Advait?
Yes, Mataji.
20.
Okay. Charitable like Sibi, he will expand the name and fame of his family like Bharata, the son of Maharaj Dushyanta. Thank you, Mataji.
No, I cannot say. Okay, thank you. 21. Who wants to read? Ramachandra?
Mataji, who is Bharata? Because like in the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna is called the Bharata, and then like, and
No,
then
there
what?
Bharatas, one is Lord
In
Ram.
the Ramayana, there is another Bharat.
Yeah, in the Lord Ram's brother Bharata and one is Lord Ram's brother Bharata. Second one is Jadabharat's Bharat Maharaj. So he and the Jadabharat, the three lives will come. So that Bharat Maharaj, and the third one is son of Dushyanta and Shakuntala. So here they're talking about that Bharata, son of Maharaj Dushyanta. That's what they have mentioned. Like India is named as Bharata Varsha. It is said that it is named after this king Bharata, the son of Dushyanta and Shakuntala. We'll be seeing the pastime a little after we finish this. Okay, reading. So 21. Ramachandra, can you read this?
Sure, Mataji. Amongst great bowmen, this child will be good as Arjuna.
Thank you. Who wants? Suraj, read this, Nana. His child.
His child will be as strong as a lion and as worthy as a shelter as the Himalayan mountains.
Thank you. Karthik, can you read the next one?
The child will be amongst as good as Lord Shri Krishna by following in his footsteps.
Situation.
Okay. Next, who wants to read? Mukund. Kushi didn't get a chance. Mukund, can I give her a chance?
Okay, Mataji.
I'll give you the next last one. Okay. Kushi, you want to read?
Yes, Mataji.
This child.
This child will be like Bali Maharaj in
Patience.
A staunch devotee of Lord Krishna like Prahlad Maharaj, a performer of many Ashwamedha forced sacrifices, and a follower of the old and experienced men.
Okay, thank you. Mukund.
This child will be the father of kings who will be like sages. For world peace and for the sake of religion, he will be the chastisizer of the upstarts and the quarrelsome.
Okay, so see, these were the characteristics that they have described about Parikshit Maharaj. One thing is they said about Lord Ram. So in this regard, we'll see one small pastime of Lord Ram, like how kind and like how wonderful Lord Ram is. Like how many years was Lord Ram in the forest?
14, I think.
14.
So after that, when like after with Ravana, when Ravana kidnaps Sita, then all the episode is done. Ravana is killed. Then when he's coming to Ayodhya, everybody was welcoming him so nicely. It was very, very nicely. Well, they were like very much eager, waiting, welcoming. Even now, if you see Ayodhya, On Ram Vijayotsav, they do a lot of lightning, right? A lot of lights are there. So even in Ayodhya, that time when Lord Ram was coming back, they were welcoming him very grandly. So it was going to be sunset. The sun has to set. But the sun was waiting. Sun wanted to have darshan of the Lord, and the sun wanted to not set, because if the sun sets, moon will come and moon will have the vision of all these things happening, right? So the sun was so like just got carried away, and the sun was not setting, and moon was getting so impatient. And what happened? The sun forgot to set, and 1 month was 1 month was over. The 1 month sun was like that. Moon didn't come. And the whole people, like whole king, the people, the citizens, they were also like so much engrossed, and they just felt the whole 1 month as just one day. How in Brahma Vimohan Leela, the whole 1 year just went like one day. So like that, it just went like one day, though it was 1 month. Then the moon got impatient, and finally the sun also realized like, oh, it's been 1 month and I didn't set, and the sun started to set, and then the moon came. And when the moon came, then the moon missed all the welcoming ceremony of Lord Ram. So the moon was feeling very sad. Then Lord Ram asked, why are you feeling sad? And Lord Ram knows, he can anyways understand, right? So he said like, next time, in my next incarnation, when I appear, I will appear on a full moon day. And who came on a full moon day?
Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also came on full moon day. Correct. And I think Krishna also came on a full moon day.
Yeah, I think Krishna did.
Yeah. Yes. So he came.
Krishna is born on Amavasya.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. He was born on Amavas. No.
Yeah, but it's not full moon then.
Correct. It's not.
Amavasya is the total opposite of a full moon.
Correct. So, but anyways, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was born on full moon, right? So that's how kind Lord Ram is. And also when he was going to the forest, who was the king who helped? King Guha, right? King Guha. Yeah, Guha brings lot of things, nice blankets, bed sheets, lot of food, lot of things, because Lord Ram is the king, and Lord Ram, he has to be all opulent, right? So, but Lord Ram refuses. He will say, I just agree to just wear kusha dress, just I want to be very simple. So I cannot agree all this, but I will take the food that you got only for only for my horses, because my father loves these horses. I have to take care of them. I will take this food only to feed my horses, and he will feed horses. So he takes care of the horses also so nicely. So that is about Lord Ram. And we all, how many of you know the pastime of Sibi Chakravarti? Sibi Maharaj.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So we'll just little briefly we'll finish. If at all there is somebody who don't know. So Sibi Maharaj is known for his charity, and he's a big good friend of Yayati, King Yayati. So actually Sibi Maharaj was so charitable, so kind, that he was actually supposed to go to his heavenly planets for whatever good work he has done, but he wanted to send Yayati instead of he going. How many of us will do that? Tomorrow Mukund gets a chance to go back to Godhead, and he will say, no, please take Padma Sakhi Mataji. Will you say that, Mukund? No, right? Yes, if we say yes, then we are lying. So we only want to do that. But Shibi Chakravarti does that. He's okay to send his friend Yayati. So he's so kind. And one time we all know the pastime where Shibi Chakravarti,
Shibi, when he kills himself and puts his flesh on the
yes,
thing.
we are coming to that pastime. Okay, I'll tell briefly. Okay, so King Shibi Chakravarti, what happened was, I lost thought. Yes, Agnidev and Yamaraj. Yamaraj and I think King of Heaven, Indra. They both will come to test how great is Shibi Chakravarti. So one come as an eagle and one will come as a pigeon, and the eagle is chasing pigeon, and the pigeon will go and say, you are the king, please save, please save. And eagle also will say, you are the king.
Who is the eagle and who is the pigeon?
Indradev is the eagle, and I think the pigeon is Agnidev.
Agnidev, correct. So, yeah, king of heaven and Agnidev. So then what will happen? They will come. Yeah, Prabhupada writes in the purport, Agnidev, correct. So then they will come and then they will check. Both of them are saying, we both are your citizens, you have to protect us. Both eagle is saying and pigeon is saying. Now what will he do? So the eagle will put a condition. Okay, you give me the flesh of the same weight as the pigeon. If you give the same weight flesh from your body, then I'm going to leave this pigeon. And second condition is, the eagle will say, you should not shed tears while you're giving flesh. I read this in one ISKCON store, Sunday school story. It says that the second condition is no tears should be shed, because I cannot accept the food that is given in, unhappy way. So the Shibi Chakravarti was very patient, not crying, but finally there is one drop of tear coming from the left eye. Then the eagle says, no, I cannot accept this because you shed tears. Then finally, Shibi Chakravarti will say, I'm not crying. This is tears of joy that I'm able to do something for my citizens. So eagle will accept and let the pigeon go. So he's even willing to save that kind of low animals, birds. He didn't mind to take the pain. So that is the story about Shibi Chakravarti, how charitable he is. And now coming to the Bharat, what they mentioned, that he will expand the name and fame like Bharata, the son of Maharaj Dushyanta. So Dushyanta and Shakuntala are wife and husband. Shakuntala is the daughter of Menaka and sage Vishwamitra. But she was raised in the ashram of Kanva Rishi near Malini river. The ashram is there. Kanva Rishi's ashram is there. So she was raised there. And one day Dushyanta sees her and he will marry her, but he will say, I will go and come back and take you. But now Shakuntala, like any other wife, she is always thinking about her husband. And she was also having this baby, Bharata. He's named as Bharata. So when she was thinking about her husband, Durvasa Muni will come and Durvasa Muni will be calling. He'll be calling. Durvasa Muni was calling her. He needed something and he was calling her. And she couldn't pay attention because she was thinking about her husband. And then Durvasa Muni gets very upset and he gets very angry quickly and he will curse. He will say, about whom you are thinking, he is going to forget you. He will not remember you. Then she will feel so sad and the Durvasa Muni will make a correction. He will say, if you show any belonging of the king that is there with you, he will remember you. So the Shakuntala will have a ring that was given by Dushyanta, ring. So that ring is there, and everybody in Shakuntala's ashram, they'll be waiting. Why Dushyanta is not coming? Why Dushyanta is not coming? And she will only start going to the kingdom. And on the way, she will lose this ring in the water, in a river. And when she goes and she claims that she is the wife of Dushyanta and the son Bharata is his son, he was not able to remember anything because of the curse. Then she will just stay in the forest, praise Bharat Maharaj there. Bharat Maharaj was playing with lions, cubs. He was so brave, so brave. So he was not at all scared. He was then afterwards, a fisherman will find the ring in the stomach of a fish. Then when he sees that, he will understand that this looks like a royal ring. And he will go and he will show it to the king, and the king will immediately get reminded of his past, his wife, Shakuntala's son, Bharata. And then they will go, Bharata will go, he was raised there, and then he took over the kingdom after his father. And he became a great king. He brought a lot of name and a lot of fame. And India is called Bharata Varsha. It is said that it is named after this king, Bharata. So that is about the story of Bharat Maharaj. Okay. So these are the qualities of Parikshit Maharaj, and the conclusion, tomorrow Radhika Kasturi Mataji will take.
Mataji, what crafts are we doing? Are we doing like crafts?
Okay, because we spoke about kings and we are talking about Emperor Parikshit, we'll make a crown. Oh, this is Dini Krishna made, so it doesn't fit me. It's his head size.
An
okay.
apple.
He made apple. Some apple.
You just have to make, there's no like video or anything.
No video, we'll just make. I'll show you. Okay.
Mataji, what supplies do we need?
What supplies we need is we just need a construction paper or a paper, scissors, and glue. So what you can do is one big paper you can make into half. One big paper you can make into half. Okay. Jagannath, can you give him towel? Okay. You can make it into half and then cut it. Okay, we have to finish it in. This is very easy. We'll finish in 10 minutes.
Could you stop sharing?
Yes. Okay, Dina Krishna, don't rush. I'm waiting. Shh.
Is everyone waiting?
Yes, everybody's waiting. Now don't scream like that. So we are cutting it, okay? Balavrinda, are you doing? I don't hear your voice today.
I don't think she's here. Okay, we're making a headband.
Yeah.
We have to do first.
This comes only in the front, right? And you have to make, see, you took one paper, right? And I made it into 2 equal parts. One is for the front, like this band. Okay, we can put it, we'll make a design also. Okay, we'll cut the design also. And this one, and you make like one more half. The other half, because these are like a strips behind.
But Mataji, why are we making this? And what are we making?
Who is that?
A crown. I think that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like what kind of crown? Like
Yeah, anytime, because this is simple. Origami crown, if you have to make, it will take 1 hour to make. So this is a basic simple crown, because we are talking about the birth of King Pariksith Maharaj, and we spoke about lot of kings. So we are making the crown.
Mataji, I know origami crown, which takes about 5 minutes.
Oh, then you make and show us.
Okay, Mataji.
Where's some more
Hey, Mataji, I cut the paper in half. Next, what do we do?
Dina Krishna, you don't get so excited. Okay, you give me one paper. Sit down, Dinu, sit down. See, one paper we took, right, Ramachandra. So we made it into half, like 2 halves. So 1 half is going to the front portion, and we need to stick 2 strips behind.
How do we make it into
2 strips. So we need to cut the other into 2 halves.
Oh, again into 2 halves?
No.
So the second half into another 2 halves?
Mataji, I just started. Mataji, I just started. What is the first step?
Okay, I'm showing you. You can make it I'm coming. You can make them into much thin strips also. You don't have to keep it very fat. So you can make them.
Mataji, can I cut it like this?
Dina Krishna, sit down.
Mataji, should I cut it like this?
Brinda, I'm coming.
Mommy, can you remove blood?
No, don't do that. Wait, let me move from here.
Where are you? I don't see you.
Mataji, give me a second. Mommy, what do we cut now?
Take the background.
Okay.
Okay.
Should I cut it like this? Should I put it right here? Like
Okay. Into half. Cut it into first. Make in 2 pieces. Like this, you get 2.
cut 2 pieces? Cut 2 pieces?
Huh.
Not here.
See, I repeat again. Take a paper.
Remove that. Mataji showing again. Mute yourself. Okay,
Yeah.
camera, mute yourself.
Mataji, you're muted on both ones. So we can't hear you.
Mataji, we can't hear you.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm saying take a paper. I'm repeating. And then make it into 2 halves. Okay. Cut it into 2 halves. This will be this portion. Like, okay. And from the second half, you just take these 2 strips. So you will have one paper and 2 strips. It's very simple. You all would have done in school.
Like this? We cut it like this?
And then
Mataji, can we start gluing now?
yeah, glue, and we will put it. We'll just make a design like this. Then it looks more like a crown. I'll show you. You can put. You know that who all know can make a design.
Okay.
like this.
Dinu,
You
Dinu.
put the crown like this.
Dina Krishna is super excited.
Can we glue? Start gluing.
Dina Krishna, Dina Krishna.
Wait, Mataji?
Amma. So you make the design like in the center.
Mataji, you're mute.
Mataji? Yeah, you're muted on both, so we still can't hear you.
I'm not muted. Am I muted?
Now you are unmuted.
Yeah, I'm saying we'll put some design like this. Dina Krishna was shaking my hand, and then we will cut. You can put anything like waves, whatever you like. First, measure your heads. Dina Krishna push చేసావు చూడు, push చేసి.
Like this.
ఓకే, దీని గ్లిటర్ ఎక్కడ ఉంది?
Glitters.
గ్లిటర్ తీసుకురాపో.
I don't know where the glitter is.
అక్కడ బాక్స్ లో ఉంది.
Can I cut it like that too?
Yeah, if you want you cut it.
Is that a crown?
Mm-hmm.
I was making a crown. Mataji, this is Balavrinda's. This is Balavrinda.
Vrinda, don't disturb Mataji. Come here. You can
Cut
stand
it.
up.
Cut it.
Okay, Mataji.
Okay, you cut the design that you like. You can make the design that you want.
I want to cut this.
Okay, careful. It's okay. We'll fix it. Don't cry. Don't worry. You want my help?
Yeah, I'm gonna tear it.
Why? Okay, take another bit. What happened? What did you do? Yeah. Good. Cut it here. It's good. It's very good. Yours is very good.
Oh, we cut off these sides. Oh, I thought I want to make bump. Yeah, maybe in my craft I can make these like bump.
Yeah.
Bump.
Cut cheyamundu. Anna vallu kuda cut
I
chestharu.
don't want to cut.
I'll go get glitter. You
I
sit.
don't want to cut right now.
Sit here. I'll
I
go.
want to sit.
Wait, Mataji, once we finish our crown design, what do we do?
Mataji's not here. She's coming in a moment.
Okay.
What do you do, Mataji?
Dinu, kinda kuchu.
Wait.
Okay, now you can go ahead.
Mataji, what do we do when we finish our crown design?
Right here. You can write maybe King Parikshit Maharaj, or you can put some stones. You can decorate. You can glue. Dinu Krishna, stones here.
What's the?
You can put some glitter. Yeah, you didn't break it. You can put some glitter.
Hey, look. It fits me.
Dinu Krishna,
It fits.
disturb cheyakamma. Annolu chestunaru kada.
Can I have a red one?
You take another one. Don't scream like that.
Can I take a design? Can I do a design, please?
Dinu Krishna, don't do it on the bed. You will mess it up.
Huh?
You will mess it up. Don't do.
I can do it on the edge. Can I
No,
do it on...
you have to keep something at the bottom and do it. You can't do as you like and say. Because
Okay,
you
I'll take a paper. Can I take one paper?
you mess the carpet.
Come on, I'll take this cut off paper. I'll take out this cut off paper. I'll take this one actually because this cutout paper is not.
So I'm just showing it, Maharaj. So you can do anything, like you can put some stones, you can write something. అమ్మ పెట్టట్లేదు నాన్న ఊరికి చూపిస్తున్నా అరవకు దీనికి అమ్మ.
Are these okay? Are these stones okay?
For me?
Like for the design?
I see only your hand.
This.
Okay. Whatever you like. You can put flowers, you can put glitters, you can put stones. And after that, what you will do is, you just glue this. The strips, glue on the back side, glue on either sides. We'll also glue. Why are you calling Jagana? It was you. Good.
Look, you like it?
Mataji, I made a crown without using Mataji, it just broke.
Oh, you made, but it broke?
Yeah, I put it on my head, I made it, and then it broke.
Oh. It's okay. It's
You
okay.
can try again.
Sometimes it happens.
You can try again. Maybe if you can.
Okay, see now I glued these strips. I glued. So now what you will do is, you can take a stapler and then you can staple it at the back. Wherever it is fitting, you can staple it and you can cut the other stuff.
Mataji, the one I made, 0 staples.
Okay, good. You have to teach it one time then. Okay, see, here you have to put a staple and then cut these extra things so that you can just take it off, and when you staple it, it will be like this, and then you can just keep it whenever you can wear it whenever you want. Like Dina Krishna, he stapled it. You see? At the back, he stapled. See? Dina Krishna, you see the staples? He stapled the strips. See, now he can put it whenever he wants it. Like that. He stapled. Back. See, there's stapled here.
I made this in these 4.
Mataji, 0 staples, full crown.
Okay, good.
You have to teach that to us.
Yeah, good. Yeah, he has to teach that to us.
No. Really?
You can write King Parikshit, or you can just write King.
Mataji, this is mine.
Where are you? Brinda, decorate it with some glitter.
I don't have any glitter. I just have like some. My mom has like some. I can use some sketches, like my sketches and everything.
We wrote King.
Okay, I will write that.
And then staple it. Yes. See, if you staple it at the back, it's very easy. Just get it like that. That glue glitter. Amma.
Once I teach this in class, so everybody will think I wasted so much staples.
No, not so much staples, just one. If you want, actually, yeah, you can staple. Instead of gluing here, these strips also you can staple. You can do that. Instead of gluing.
Okay, attempt 3. Please do not break. This is attempt 3. I hope it does not break this time.
I think almost everybody is done. It's very easy. How many of you are almost finished?
Mataji, attempt 3, and this time it did not break.
Where is it? Show.
Look it's on my head. It looks crazy.
Mataji, what should I write? Should I write king?
Suraj, it really looks crazy. Look at Suraj. Suraj's ground.
Mataji, what should I write on my ground?
Okay.
Mataji, what should I write on my ground?
Vrinda, wait. Suraj is showing.
And attempt 3 just failed.
Attempt 3 also failed.
Suraj.
Let's do it in a
So
different way.
funny.
We have to try in different ways.
Try. You get succeeded. Don't worry. Try again.
Attempt
You
3.
can just make a crown.
Suraj, why do you work hard, Suraj? Just put tuck, 3 staples. It's
I
done.
don't want to.
We don't have staple right now. We don't have stapler.
You can use glue. Just glue. Why do you? Tape is not.
Glue. Suraj. We have glue.
Yeah, because tape is not strong.
Okay, so attempt 4.
Stapler unda. Glue undi.
Nope, attempt 4. I'm making it more secure.
Tape waste chesto.
Okay, now. See, whenever I do class, I have 2 of them either side. Always disturbing.
I'm messaging you.
Every time, any class you see, they're always the same.
I'm messaging you.
I'm waiting to see. Is anybody done?
Mataji, I'm still painting my crown thing.
Mataji,
Dryer wall,
I did
Yeah, let it get dried. Leave it. It will get dried. You can send the picture tomorrow, okay? No, you can post tomorrow.
get it. Where can I put it?
Do you see this Dina Krishna's name? Do you see this? glitters ఉన్నాయి తొక్కేమంటే మొత్తం మెస్ అవుతుంది.
I forgot. I only see the blue cap. Where's the orange cap?
I'll go crunch it. I can wait for one or 2 minutes more.
Attempt 4.
Oh, cut it, Nana.
Message me. I'm telling you
It's
something.
gonna be way easier and way less wasting of paper if you
Yes.
just use staples.
Put some stones on it.
Attempt 4. Mommy, did you see from the back? Is it breaking? Is it breaking? Is it breaking?
But I have to see you from the front, no? Why you have to remove? These the mala paper.
And it got unsecure.
మీ ఐడియా వేరేగా మార్చు.
No, I am so not. I am not.
Sorry.
చిన్న టేపు ఊకే అతికిస్తున్నావు. ప్రాబ్లం టేప్ తోటి కాదు, ప్రాబ్లము నువ్వు దాన్ని ఎలా ఫిక్స్ చేస్తున్నావు.
The problem is with this, not my mind.
మైండ్
Let it get. You want?
Again, another one. Where's another one?
You cut it very nicely than me.
Where's another one?
Mataji, attempt 5.
Your waist.
hear you.
The back.
Is everybody done? Can we end the call?
Mataji, attempt 5 to make this.
బుజ్జి
Thing
చిన్నగా ఉంది
happened.
స్ట్రిప్ రా, నీ హెడ్ పట్టట్లేదు, అందుకే అది పడిపోతాం అన్నమాట.
No.
This will work. Attempt 5. It finally worked.
Yeah, it worked before also, but then it broke again, right?
Yeah. Without breaking.
You look like a chef. Chef ke apna undi.
You look like a person who put a shield on his head.
So he looks like the chef who keeps the long cap. Kavya, can you show?
Mataji, you don't need much paper to make this.
Kavya's
Just a ton of tape, like a tape dispenser one like this. Okay, you need a tape dispenser with tape in it. You'll need
Suraj, we have to see Kavya. Suraj, yes. Are you able to see Kavya?
Yeah, I can see. She's spotlighted.
Yes. See, Kavya, very nice. Very beautiful. Good job.
Thank you, Mataji.
Very beautiful. So Kavya chesina chudu. Baundi. Very nice. Suraj, your creativity is also very nice. Is everybody done? Balavrinda is done. Ramchandra, you're doing or not?
I'm doing. I just need the glitter paint thingy to like dry off.
What are my black ones?
Deni Krishna chalu. We'll end the call.
I have to stick my black ones there.
It should get dry.
It'll dry it off.
Let this get dried, then we will stick this. Now it's not easy.
Mataji Vrinda.
Ha, Vrinda Mataji, very nice. So Vrinda.
Mataji, could you spotlight her?
Yes,
Okay,
Vrinda.
okay, yeah. Vrinda, turn here.
King. Very nice. Good job.
It has
Yeah, basically that's a queen.
it has a different color, and this is pink and this is blue. I put different colors.
Okay. Good. Very good job.
Mataji, I cut it.
I want to go me.
Okay, Suraj, all of you send pictures in the group, okay? Maybe we will have to end the call now. It's 8:15.
No offense, Suraj, it looks like a pyramid's on your head.
Yeah, and attempt 5 just.
Hare Krishna, Vancha Kalpatarobhyasya
Oh.
Ananta Koti Vaishnava ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, padma Sakhi Mataji ki jai. Kavya, I really like your crown. So beautiful.
Kavya,
Can you?
please send in the group? Can you please send in the
The way you cut was so beautiful. Very nice. Very nice. I really loved it.